Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. By now, you should be feeling confident and secure with the right hand of Lady Lady. So, you're ready to learn the left hand. Let's take a look at the score and figure out what the left hand is doing. All right, here's the score again from last time, but today we're looking at this bottom staff. Remember, your right hand's in charge of these top notes, your left hand's in charge of these notes down here. Now, taking a look at these notes, do you notice any patterns? That's right. You'll see that we have these three notes skipping up over and over and over again. We have here an E flat, which is our pentascale. So we know that's Do. So these three notes will be Do, Mi, So. Then what do you see here? That's right, the same thing again. Do, Mi, So. We're just playing arpeggios. Do, Mi, So. What about here? Do, Mi, So. Now here, do you notice that the pattern changes? Let's compare this note to this note. Here's beat 1 of this measure compared with beat 1 of measure 5. How is the note moving? That's right, this Do steps down to T. Now let's compare this note, which I'll draw a triangle around, to this note, which I'll draw a triangle around. How did it move? The middle note steps up. So we have a Mi here, but over here it will be Fa. And then last of all, how would you compare the final note to the final note? That's right, it stayed the same. In music, when we have Do, Mi, and So all put together into one chord, we call that a one chord. However, when we have Ti, Fa, and So all mixed together, we call that a 5/7 chord. All right, let's place our left hand in the E flat major pentascale. So finger 5 is here on E flat. And now let's try playing the one chord, which is built on Do, Mi, So. And in Lady Lady, this is called a broken chord. We play them one at a time. Do, Mi, So, like an arpeggio. Let's try that together 4 times in a row. Playing Do, Mi, So, nice and steady. With me, ready, go. Do, Mi, So, Do, Mi, So, Do, Mi, So, Do, Mi, So. Good. And then in our music, we come to a 5/7 chord. So for that, we'll take our finger 5 and lower it a half step down to D natural, which is T. And then our finger 2 will be on A flat, finger 1 will be on B flat. And put it all together to sound like this. Ti, Fa, So, Ti, Fa, So. And that chord happens 2 times. So let's try Ti, Fa, So, the 5/7 chord 2 times in a row together. Ready, go. Ti, Fa, So, Ti, Fa, So. Good, and then we go back to a one chord 2 times. So let's try that now. Back in the E flat major pentascale, go. Do, Mi, So, Do, Mi, So. Good. If you have this sheet music, which you can access from our website, I'd like you to print it out and try something with me. We're going to take some colors. You can use crayons or colored pencils, or I'm using highlighters. Every time you find Do, Mi, and So, circle it like this. Now this is also Do, Mi, So, or the one chord. We're going to circle all the one chords blue. You can try yourself doing this at home. Then when we get to a 5/7 chord, we're going to circle them orange. Now if you have different colors you'd like to use, that's fine. But choose one color for the one chord and choose another color for the 5/7 chord. Now, what do we have here? That's right, 2 more one chords. So I'm going to circle them blue. Okay, now let's come down to line 2. What pattern do you see here? A 5/7 or a one chord? If you said 5/7, you're correct. You'll notice the 5/7 chord has a line note, then a space note, which matches this exactly. So we're going to circle this one orange. Now, to do the rest of the song, I'm going to ask you to try it on your own. So press pause, color in the rest, and then press play when you're ready to see the correct answer. But one hint, just leave this note alone. It's just an E flat. You're just going to play Do. You don't need to circle that. That's the final note. Just worry about all of these. Press pause to put in the circles, and then press play when you're ready to see the correct answer. Here's what your music should look like once you're done circling all of the 1 chords and the 5/7 chords. Now let's try to play this on the piano. Okay, let's practice these chords in the left hand for Lady Lady now. Cover up the E flat major pentascale. You'll see that line 1 we have 4 1 chords, then 2 5/7 chords, then 2 1 chords. So let's play that pattern now. Starting at the beginning, ready, go. We have a 1 chord, another 1 chord, number 3 1 chord, number 4. Now go to the 5/7 chord 2 times, then back to the 1 chord 2 times. Good. Now let's try that one more time because we have the repeat sign. Okay, get ready. 4 1 chords, 2 5/7 chords, 2 1 chords. Ready, go. 1 chord, 1 chord, 1 chord, 1 chord. Here it comes. 5/7 chord, 5/7 chord, back to 1 chord, and the 1 chord, and stop. Good. Now let's practice line 2 together, the B section. So now we start off with the 5/7 chord. We have 2 5/7s, 2 1s, 2 5/7s, 2 1s. So get in position for the 5/7 chord. I'll count off 1, 2, 3, and then we'll start. 1, 2, 3. 5/7, 5/7, and the 1 chord, and a 1 chord. Back to 5/7, and 5/7, back to 1 chord, and a 1 chord, and pause. Good. Now let's look at the very last line. On line 4, everything's the same except at the end, instead of playing do, mi, so, we go do, mi, so, do, and we just stop. Okay, got it? Let's try it now. Play line 4. Ready, go. 1 chord, another, number 3, number 4, and 5/7. 5/7. Now here it comes, do, mi, and we stop on do. Now that you know how to play the left hand of Lady Lady, it's up to you to practice it until you feel 100% confident. For an extra challenge, try practicing with the metronome set to about 120 beats per minute, playing 1 note per click. Soon we'll be learning how to play Lady Lady hands together, so be sure to review the right hand also. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Buy a broom for my baby, baby. Buy a broom for my baby.